Hey guys, kens97sto171 back with another ATS video. We are still in the total newbie account. I believe this is video 4. We are still doing what we've been doing, going through on quick loads, making some money. We don't own a truck, we don't have a garage, we don't have anything. I did add a couple of mods into the game. I added the brutal weather and graphics, and I added the better lights mod, which hopefully will help me see a little bit better. I moved the lights a little bit to a better location, I think, more equidistant and equal. That's what equidistant means. Duh. So everything seems okay in the stream. We're going to head out. We have 587-mile trip to go, so this one will be a little bit longer. We're in a Western Star. Also with a heavy... I didn't think it was that heavy. Why are we... How heavy is this thing? It's 33,000 pounds. Why the fuck would you put that on that kind of trailer instead of just a regular lowboy? There is no need for a trailer like that for something that light. Maybe the trailer needed to get moved. That'd be a reason to do it. Alright guys, I changed the head tracking settings a little bit. I'm not sure I like them. It's a little quicker to move, but a little jumpier. I'm still playing with that. So let's get her going. We already reset the trip. I need to put the steering wheel a little bit closer to me, I think. And how the hell are we getting out of here? Where's the exit? Over there. Okay, so we're going to go out that way. I just saw somebody come in that way. Are you fucking kidding me? I just saw a truck come in that way. So I thought that was this will be go into reverse. Create a little bit of space here, and I think we can.
Finding a new route.
Yeah, screw you. That was so weird. I saw a truck come in over there. Oh my God, come on.
Keep right, and then turn right. Turn right. Keep left. Go straight on.
What is our route here? Let's see. Okay, so basically I-35. Pretty much all the way there. So it'll be a nice, pretty easy highway trip, hopefully.
Go straight on.
Probably going to have to go back to that other eye tracking profile. It's a little... I changed the
Keep right, and then turn right.
small head movements and a few other things. Fortunately, as soon as you make a change,
Turn right.
it creates a new profile. Yeah, I'm looking a little bit too far left too quickly. And I really haven't found any good like suggestions online. I've looked and they all give settings information.
Keep left.
About the previous version. Even though it says it's this version, it's not. The settings don't match. And then you tell ChatGPT, hey, that's not what I see in the settings. And it's like, oh yeah, the new settings are different. I'm like, well, that's what I asked about. And I haven't found anybody that's done a YouTube video that has changed their settings. My guess is everybody's still just using OpenTrack along with eye tracking. You know, I mean, once you have a setup that you like, you kind of don't want to screw with it. Yeah. Kind of don't want to screw with it, you know. Once you find something you like, you get used to it, you learn to anticipate the movement. I'm surprised I haven't seen any updates from some of the other trucking channels, because when the software updates automatically on Steam, so they would have had to have gone through the change as I did. I'm just surprised nobody else posted their... Do you see the car? Do you guys see that? There's a car hovering in the middle of the road right there. There was a car, like, hanging in the air. What the hell was that about? Yeah, the motion is a little too rapid. It's a little disorienting. So when I finish this trip, I don't want to change it now because it'll screw up the stream. I'm gonna... By the way, none of this is being actually live streamed at this point. I'm doing them unlisted and then posting them later for now. It'll be about 3 days until this one goes live. And once the ones that I've already recorded have gone live, then I'll start streaming actually live. Still kind of working on the setup. I'm thinking about taking that camera and moving it to the screen that's right here, pointing at me this way. It'll be a little closer, and I think it'll do a better job at catching my face. But, you know, I'm your typical guy. My house isn't exactly perfect. Over there is nice and clean by the couch, but over that way is not. So, not as much as I'd like. And I'm still trying to figure out how to do a custom, like, just black background. Thought about, rather than trying to do a custom digital background, which will add more processing difficulties. Maybe it doesn't matter. I don't know. Maybe that's less processing than to just literally put up
Keep left.
a black blanket or green or something behind me. Thought it might be cool to have like a digital logo behind me, but I'm zoomed in pretty close to the face. There's not much background. And I'd really rather just have an opaque or black background, or, you know, maybe the SES logo or a picture of my favorite truck that I built. I don't know. Saw a couple of videos lately on some gaming PCs that are for sale at Costco and Best Buy apparently too. Pretty reasonably priced, about $2,500, and hell, the GPU that's in it is about $1,300 or $1,400 retail. Had a Ryzen 9 500X, I think, and had a NVIDIA 5780. I think that's what it was. You know, decent video card. 32 gigs of DDR5, 800 watt power supply, decent RGB case, liquid cooling. You know, pretty good setup. One guy went and tried to find out what the best price was on all the individual components. Some of them were custom. The good thing is it's made by MSI. It's Aegis, A-E-G-I-S, and for the most part it's all like stock off-the-shelf stuff. I think the motherboard might be slightly custom because it only had two RAM slots, which kind of sucks. If you want to upgrade RAM, you got to throw away the RAM you got and buy two bigger ones. You can't just add two of the same to increase it. That kind of blows a little bit, but honestly 32 gigs of RAM is more than enough really for gaming. But it is a big deal because DDR RAM is expensive, so throwing it away and repurchasing would be expensive. But it was about $500 cheaper than piecemealing it. Alright, where the hell are we going? We're going to go to the right.
Keep right.
Yeah, these are both 35 north. Yeah, the ratio of head turning is a little... What I was trying to eliminate was it's a little bit sticky, like in the middle right here. Like then it kind of stays where it was. It doesn't really return quite to center. So I'm still playing with it.
Keep left.
Oh, we're going 35 north. Aren't we taking it? Yeah, we're staying on 35 north.
Keep right.
Keep left, keep right. Which is it? Oh, probably because 40 goes that way.
Keep left.
So, when I do get to the point of, you know, making a new garage, I gotta decide where I'm gonna put it in the newbie account here. I'm thinking I'm gonna do it in Dallas this time, more central Texas. There's a lot of loads through here. Texas map didn't even exist when I started playing. I see it's a little too twitchy right there. I don't know. Fortunately, the other profile I saved, I have, you know, I saved it, so I can easily switch to it. But it's kind of hard to figure out the settings. I mean, you change something. You can Alt-Tab in and out of the game, and the effects do take effect immediately. But it'd be nice to have, you know, somebody with more experience, you know, say, hey, these are the settings I use, and they work out pretty good. Oh, my neck. I don't know if you guys heard that. God. We're getting up there and starting to build some money up a little bit. I think this one pays about $14,000. What do we have saved up now? $13,000. This one pays $22,000. So, you know, we'll have about $40,000. Do a few more, and you know, every time you do a load, the load values go up pretty rapidly to the point where we're gonna buy a truck relatively soon. You kind of got a choice. Do you start with like a day cab and go from there, or do you just save up more and buy a sleeper? Reality is, in the game, a sleeper doesn't really matter that much. You know, I don't have sleeping turned on, and even if you do, I think you can still just sleep in the truck. It doesn't actually matter. In real life, it would matter. You can't sleep in a day cab. You can't do sleeper berth in a day cab. So, By the way, guys, this is not soda or pop, Coke, whatever you guys call it wherever you live. Well, please pull in.
Recomputing. Go straight on.
See what we weigh. Yeah, rerouting, no shit. I don't think I remember those things rotating around like that before. 75, 393. Second, guys, I want to check something. I can't check it. I wanted to see what the stream. I wanted to see what the stream data looked like. Actually, I can do that. Give me a second. Okay, guys, sorry. I had the window down a little bit too far, and I couldn't see what the stream speed was. We're getting a little over 6,000, which is fine. That's what we were getting before. I bought a Cat 8 Ethernet cable to go between the PC and the router to see if that would help with latency. I don't know. I did a speed test on it, and it actually tested lower speed than over the Wi-Fi, just a little bit, like not even negligibly different. But generally, a wired connection is a more reliable connection, so we'll do that. I tried to go directly to the. I went directly to the fiber box, and that worked. Actually, didn't get a chance to check the speed. But then I remembered to do that, I had to disconnect the Wi-Fi, and there's other things in the house that depend on that Wi-Fi, so that won't work. And the Ethernet, there's a secondary Ethernet port on the fiber box, but it doesn't seem to do anything. So I should go back and check that again. When I realized what was going on, I just changed it, but I probably ought to do a speed test directly into the fiber box, see if it's any faster. If it is, it might be worth, you know, switching it over just for the streams, but it isn't really necessary. It's a direct cable connection. I mean, maybe I ought to order another Cat 8 and go from the Wi-Fi, because, you know, it's the typical shitty yellow cable they give you to go between the two things. You know, maybe it's a piece of crap cable, so maybe get another short Cat 8 to run between the fiber box and the router, odds are it won't make any difference at all. My internet speed's set at 100 megs down. You know, the limitation's probably not in that Cat 5 cable. So I'll have to start researching, you know, what's the best first truck in the game. I'm leaning towards the International LT or a Cascadia. I really like both of those trucks. Don't know what the price is on a base, and I don't know whether you can upgrade from a, I mean, I guess you can upgrade from a day cab to a sleeper. Although, like I said, in the game, I don't know that it really matters that much. That's the nice thing about Texas, man. You, for the most part, cover those miles pretty quickly. Got to be careful too, because we do not have the no damage mod on here. Probably ought to put that one on there next.
and then keep left. Keep left, and then exit left.
Boy, it was really late with that. Didn't say anything till we were already on the on-ramp. Totally just cut that guy off. I think we're going to be turning left again.
Keep left, and then turn left. Turn left.
This thing drives pretty good too. I don't know what the truck is. It's a Western Star or something or other. It's got a nice big, I do like the GPS in it.
Keep left, and then exit left. Exit left.
When we, before we start the next trip, we'll, well, it'd be nice to see, I was going to say, switch it to daylight again. We're almost at 6:30 p.m. I'd prefer driving during the day, but I did that headlight, I added the headlight mods in, so might not be such a big deal.
Keep left.
Still a little bit slow in the return to look left and right. I don't know, the latency just is not amazing with the head tracking with this camera. I don't know. I've watched plenty of other, I've said this 50 times, but I've watched plenty of other videos of guys doing like jet fighter conflicts, and they don't seem to have this
Keep
problem.
right, and then
So,
exit right.
I don't really know what the issue might be, other than maybe my processor is
Exit
lacking a
right.
bit. You know, I don't know. Really don't know.
Keep right, and then continue straight on. Go straight on.
Why did that guy stop? I think I hit him. He didn't say anything. Maybe it will when we finish the trip.
Go straight on. Go straight on. Get ready to turn right. Turn right. You have arrived at your destination.
Jesus Christ.
Your route guidance is now finished.
So they just want us to put it there. Boy, it is a big ass bump. There we go, guys. That'll be it for this trip. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let's disconnect and see what happens here. Alright, so we should be able to add. Something to... I usually fill these two up and then start working on hazardous and do equal between this and this. And then do these two last. It's kind of my general favorite. Experience bonus. Deliveries up to 1,000 miles. I don't really want to do those right now. I'd rather stay short while we're doing the streaming. Like stay under the 500 mile, under the 400 mile range. Let's just keep doing that for now. Could also add a hazmat. Maybe we ought to do that. Maybe we ought to catch up and do these three to equally. I'd like to keep the distances shorter for now, doing the streaming. This seems like a good length of time for videos. So let's do that. Let's do hazardous cargo. All right. All right, guys. That'll be it for today's video. Probably going to do another one here in just a minute. Why did that number not go up? That's weird. Oh, it's over here. That was the profit for today, which isn't right because it was $22,000. Oh, profits over 7 days. Okay, that's okay. The total is 65,000 that we have in the bank. So, what I was thinking of while I'm here, let me show you the trucks I was thinking of. They moved this. It used to be under truck manager. Now it's under truck dealers. So Kenworth's available because we discovered the Kenworth dealer. Let's see what a Oh, you got to visit the dealer. Yes. Okay, that's an old T680 day cab. New T680 day cab. Yeah, it's 2014. So that's the new T680. $127,000. $175,000 for the 52-inch sleeper. You know. Okay. That one's got more power with the bigger sleeper. It's not really going to matter for freight. And again, we could upgrade that sleeper later. More power, more torque. We could upgrade that later. 900. These are all. So that's an old day cab. What's it look like on the inside? Yeah. Okay. So let's take a look at international real quick. Hopefully it didn't charge us for that. I don't think it did. So that's an international LT, 118,000. 155 for the high-rise sleeper. That'd be a good choice, actually. 155,000. Or the full-on skyrise sleeper, which we don't really need. So 118, 155. So what we really need is, why can we not buy that one yet? Because we don't have available from level 13. So we're not level 13 yet. Let's see what the custom configuration is on the engines. Okay, that X15 efficiency is in there, as is the S13 International Power S13 integrated. The A26 is a Cummins. This is the newer. And I bet this could be upgraded easily. The X15 would be an option too, because that X15 efficiency was very efficient. Also, it's making more torque than this one is. So that might be an option too. That's the base. What's the transmission? Eaton Advantage 10 speed. Yeah. That's actually the transmission that was that Chat GPT mentioned, the Eaton Advantage, and I couldn't find it. So that's supposed to be a really efficient engine to go along with that X15. The T14's in here too. Actually, it was this Eaton Endurant. It's an 11 speed. Interesting. Wow, that really changes things, doesn't it? Look at that. Going from that to that. Because it's got a wider array. Look at that, 20 to 1 to its 0.78, 15. So it'd be that'd be the better choice, especially with less power. Okay, so maybe let's see what the inside of this truck looks like. It's the basic truck. You know, small nav, but that's okay. When you're driving, we can have the nav screen right here. Yeah. Lean in that direction. I should write down the prices. Maybe I will after we get off the video here. But 118,000. Let's see what the custom can. What was it? X15 with the T14. So $120,000. So 120,000. 120,000 versus 155,000, which we can't. We got to get level 13, which we might. Where are we at? We might get to level 13 by the time we're level 5. We got several more, but by the time we have enough money to buy that, we might be at level 13 anyway. So $120,000 for a day cab. For a modern day cab. There's the new day cab. 127,000. Let's see what the configurations are. Same thing. Interesting. X12. What was the other one? Was it an X15 efficiency? Less power, less torque. There's a PACCAR. So the International is going to give us more power. I got to sneeze, guys. Sorry. Oh, I like having that quick on and off. You just tap the bottom of the microphone. And on the transmission. I'm thinking about we might just get the International because the engine choices are crappier and it's more expensive. And I think it has better transmission choices, and all of the cargo numbers were higher. Let's see what the inside looks like. It does have a digital dash though in here, which would be nice. So crappier engines, crappier transmissions, less efficiency, but a nicer interior. Although I like the LT's interior too, actually. It's got analog gauges, but it's got a decent. Okay, so basically either of these two would be okay. Yeah, and to go up, we got to be at level 20 to buy that versus level 13 to buy the International sleeper. So that's another reason to go International. Okay. All right, guys, that'll be it. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream, learned a little bit, had a little fun. We'll talk to you. By the way, I got my account working, my default profile. It is working. I had to remove the Yara, yet another route planner. Had to remove that mod And this time it let me go in and change the mods. Before it, anyway, got that removed, and then it launched, and it actually went into the game, and everything's still in there working okay. But we're going to continue on this track for at least for a bit, until we get maybe buy a garage, you know, and start growing the business. It still might be kind of fun to start from scratch. All right, guys, that'll be it. You guys have a good one. Be safe out there.